All right, we live. I want to get this out the way, man. I ain't gonna be long again. Um, you know, appreciate y'all. Check out the Boxing 101 playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Man, subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. But yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a really good hour. If it go longer than that, go longer than that. We're gonna talk about Crawford interview. I said a little bit, and then Derek James backpedaling now, saying that Errol Spence got to turn it up now to another level to fight Crawford after diminishing Crawford. Then I'm probably gonna come back tomorrow with another live too. At least that's what I anticipate. But y'all know how I change. If not, I'm gonna try to squeeze it in Saturday morning after I come from the gym. But thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase chance notification, go live drop video. Make sure you go check out the podcast platforms too. Right now, Google Podcasts is tripping, so I gotta find some time to look into it. But other great ways to listen: Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Radio Public is pretty cool as well too. So make sure you check out those platforms as well. So, but yeah, man. Terence Crawford said it's on the way. I told y'all Terence Crawford is handling these negotiations. And if this fight happened, it's gonna happen because Terence Crawford wanted to happen. Terence Crawford, y'all say, well, the fighters supposed to control their own career. Terence Crawford took this plane and he then became the pilot, right? He had somebody negotiating on his behalf. They couldn't get it done, so he jumped in to make the fight happen. Crawford could have been walked away and said, well, I ain't want the fight. So, I don't understand what people come away saying, well, Crawford don't really want the fight. Errol Spence is the one that ran out of fights. Errol Spence is the one that went out his way to diminish Terence Crawford and talk about his promotional company, but his numbers ain't doing shit neither. He did 500,000 more in gate revenue than Gervonta Tank Davis did in his last fight, and he fought in a 100,000 seat stadium in a football stadium. And Gervonta Davis fought in the Barclays Center as the basketball arena, who roughly holds around 16,000, and he set the record. So I mean, like I said before, he ain't no pull neither. Because if he was a pull, you figure deal me. If he was a pull, Terence Crawford just had to show up and he had to put them gloves on, just like De La Hoya did with Floyd Mayweather, just like Usyk did with Anthony Joshua, just like Dimitri Bivol did with Canelo Alvarez. But he ain't that type of pull financially. I keep telling y'all that. He ain't that guy financially, bro. His numbers with Terence Crawford, his pay-per-view numbers, they virtually the same. His is better because he fought better opponents. Let's be real. He fought better named opponents. The Mikey Garcias, the Danny Garcias. If he fought Pacquiao, then we probably wouldn't be getting no fight. Let's be real. If he fought Manny Pacquiao, we wouldn't be getting no damn fight. And if Terence Crawford fought Pacquiao, maybe we wouldn't be getting a fight. You just never know. You just never know. I'm still getting set up, so bear with me. You never know. But honestly, they need each other. And obviously, all the blame has continued to fall on Terence Crawford. And it ain't even blame from, and this is what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. It's blame from the black community. White people don't get mad at Terence Crawford. Well, Crawford got more per percentage, not in totals, but per percentage. Terence Crawford got more white, got a better. He has a higher approval rate with white fans than he do with black fans. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. More black people hate on Terence Crawford than anybody else. Let me tell me I'm wrong. That's what I'm gonna kind of talk about tomorrow or Saturday morning. Our vision tomorrow. More black people hate Terence Crawford than any other nationality. For no fucking reason, dude. He could have hid behind Bob Arum and keep getting easy check, because that's what Errol Spence would have did. He would continue to hide behind Al Heyman. He did. I didn't think Terence Crawford was gonna get free. If this fight happened, it's gonna be because of Terence Crawford. Nothing more, nothing less. Al Heyman didn't want to make this fight, bro. That nigga behind the scenes begging that nigga Errol Spence to fight Terence Crawford. If Al Heyman had a first, second, and third choice, it wouldn't be Terence Crawford. It wouldn't be Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is going to compromise. Terence Crawford is took this fight in his own hands. And motherfuckers still hating on him, bro. Imagine if Errol Spence went in there and he knocked out or Dennis Ugas, which he did, and Terence Crawford would have ran up out of there. Just imagine what the narrative would be. Errol Spence almost got knocked the fuck out. He really did get knocked down. How many times you see them playing that nigga get knocked to the ropes and the ropes holding him up? How many times they show him getting hurt to the body against Dennis Ugas? I don't understand the infatuation with that nigga, bro. I just really don't. I don't. Imagine if Terence Crawford tried to kiss a nigga on his neck. Come on, imagine if his trainer go out here diminishing the nigga, then turn around and kissing the nigga ass. Yeah, Crawford, he ain't good fighter. He just, athleticism. He got real skills. Just like the other fighter. Wood Jones. He ain't got no real skills. Nah, but so Errol Spence got to turn it up. He got to turn it up. Hold on, motherfucker. You said he can't fight. He ain't got no skills. He be the worn down version of Sean Porter. Now is we got to turn it up. Man, get the fuck about it. If you want to know anything, if you want to know the seriousness of this fight, look at Errol Spence right now. Look at Errol Spence weight. When he had the biggest fight of his career with with Mikey Garcia, he blew up. After the Sean Porter fight, he damn near literally blew up, but he blew up in weight. Even before the Manny Pacquiao fight, he wasn't walking around in shape like he is right now. He ain't. He wasn't. This nigga staying in shape because you know why? He don't want to get embarrassed. This fight is happening because Terence Crawford made it happen. Terence Crawford want to go out there and test himself versus the best. Terence Crawford got out the Bob Arum deal, which is literally unheard of with his Owen with the WBO belt. Terence Crawford took the negotiations in his hands, and they've been negotiating for almost a goddamn calendar year. He took negotiations into his hands to make this shit work. And I wouldn't interview with you niggas neither. Every time I look up, it ain't the Russian fans, it ain't the Ukrainian fans, it ain't the Lithuanian fans, it ain't the British fans, it ain't the Nigerian fans, it ain't the Chinese fans, it's y'all niggas. It's the Black American fans that hate Terence Crawford more than any other ethnic group with background. More than the Mexicans. He get more than the Mexicans, more than the Argentines, more than the Canadians, more than the Brazilians. He get more hate from his own people. Of course I wouldn't talk to you niggas. You run up to me with a camera or an autograph. 9 times out of 10, you done said some bullshit about me. And all he did is go out there and carry yourself as how you want to be carried. Marvin Hagler, Muhammad Ali, Pernell Whitaker, Salvador Sanchez will all be proud of Terence Crawford. It ain't too many Terence Crawfords out here in boxing. Deontay Wilder didn't have to go back there and fight that big-ass white boy here, outweighed him 30, 40, 50 fucking pounds. But that's what fighters do. That's the spirit of a fighter. You can talk about how he handled it and all that shit, but he still came back. It ain't too many niggas cut like that. Usyk going, moving up. Trying to buy the fight for it to be free in the Ukraine. The Saudis gave his people to fight. Fighting Anthony Joshua. Fighting all the niggas at cruiserweight. You know what I'm saying? All them dudes like Crawford and Wilder and Usyk, they don't get the fanfare. They don't get none of the fanfare. Well, meanwhile, they put Tank and Errol Spence on the pedestal, and all them niggas do is move scary. And there's niggas out here that say, well, niggas only want to Tank Davis fight. They don't even want to pay that. Repeating what Floyd Mayweather said, that nigga ain't got to get no money like that, bro. Devin Haney clocking more figures than him and more viewers than him. Tank Davis ain't did more than 100K pay-per-view. And he just beat a Mexican, a couple of them. He talk all this shit about Terence Crawford and put Canelo on a pedestal. You would think they say, raccoon, raccoon, raccoon. They never do. Never do. Errol Spence. I love Canelo. Canelo can do whatever he wants to do. Him and the Charlo twins. Ready to let Canelo piss in their face and call it lemonade. It's a little bitter, boss, but it's okay. Don't nobody call them no goddamn raccoons. And they face all up Canelo cinnamon ass. Cinnamon toast crunch ass niggas. All up his face, all up his ass. And don't nobody be like, okay, Errol Spence cooning out here for that nigga, man. All that shit he done said. Tank Davis out here butter biscuit dub dancing. They love throwing that raccoon word around. But when it's time to use it, when it's time to be used in the proper, context, they don't never say shit. They don't never say nothing. All this brother did was want to fight the best. All Errol Spence did was pretend to want to fight the best. Now it's back against the wall. What Biggie say? Either you going to fight or run. That's the only options. Either you going to strap your nuts on or you're not going to strap your nuts on. He ain't no real fucking fighter. Even if he win this fight, he waited this nigga out for a fucking half a decade damn near. Almost 5 years. And he took some self-inflicted wounds. Now this nigga want to stay in shape and shit now. Because he know what's on the horizon. They trying to catch the nigga out of shape. They trying to catch the nigga lacking. But he's staying in shape. Now, Terence Crawford can fall out his prime in a given moment. He 35 and so can Errol Spence. He on the wrong side of 30. He is. But this ain't the fight they wanted, bro. Terence Crawford out here making plays. Terence Crawford out here making real plays. He out here taking this shit into his own hands, bro. And if you wanted to build a fighter today, Terence Crawford is the complete fighter today to build. And I ain't even talking about in the ring. Because a lot of niggas would have been walked away from the table and did something else. All Errol Spence do is continue to hide behind Al Heyman. That's what he do. He gonna continue to hide behind Al Heyman. But Terence Crawford ain't. He gonna be just like that nigga from Hey Arnold, Stoop Kid. He gonna stay on that stoop. And all Errol Spence doing is making his ass whooping gonna be harder, harsher. What's that song? That album by Big L Cool J, Bigger and Deffer. All this ass whooping gonna be is bigger and deffer. That's all it's gonna be. Derrick James can change all the words he want to change to the lyrics. A hip, a hop. He ain't good for you. He don't want athleticism. He ain't gonna skip power. His power ain't that good. All that shit he said. These low blow off, and then also you gotta thank Showtime for pushing for this shit too. They tired of these half-stepping fights that they putting on. They damn near about to pull out the boxing game too, and I love it too. And I love it too. This man should be on a pedestal and he should be commended. Ideal Perez, salute. He said, what's going on, Ideal Perez? Ricky E, salute. Shout out to New York City. D-Lo, 404 box. Shout out to Atlanta. Welcome to Atlanta where the players play. They trying to bring up that NTK shit because they scared. They bringing that up again? Oh, you went in with T. Clay. I'm telling you, bro. They fear for that man's life. A million videos on the down the line knowing he misspoke because they scared. They is. Stephen Espinosa know what's about to happen. BBC lost 19 fights out of 23 to other promoters. PBC, I think you mean. Lawrence Nelson. Carlos, what's going on? Philly Jones, Joe Jones, salute. Dilly, what up, Philly? Lather, salute. Al Heyman has lost 19 to 23 fights to other promoters. He said people love Spence because he's a PBC fighter. A lot of people think PBC is pro-black. And the problem with PBC, these niggas pay-per-views not hitting either. For Errol Spence to be way more popular, him and Terence Crawford pay-per-views are damn near ideal. They damn near eye level. Kofi Universe, salute. Smash the like button. Say click the link tree and sub to all social media platforms. So I go subscribe to Kofi Universe, the latest greatest hip-hop news and reviews. Come on. They numbers is the same. They just pulled them. I'm giving y'all inside information. This Errol Spence's numbers just a little bit better. A little bit, nigga. You done fought Mikey. You fought Sean before him. You fought Danny Garcia. All these fucking names you fought, your numbers trash. In my Bubba Dub voice. Trash. Come on. And you think how they waited a long ass time to pull them numbers. Long ass time to pull them numbers. Them numbers that he ain't no pay-per-view star neither. Nigga Terence Crawford need to walk out to, I'm not a star. I got a pistol in the car. I'm not a star. That nigga Errol Spence number, I've been telling y'all, trash. He's a pay-per-view star, but they trash. Been telling y'all he ain't moving on. And the thing about, building a platform on pro black niggas don't spend no money, bro. Black people don't spend money to support black people. Oh, I'm gonna go support this black business and buy some shea butter. Them niggas won't never come back and buy another thing of shea butter. That's one thing about it. No matter if it's top rank of PBC, niggas ain't breaking bread. And all these niggas, I'm gonna order the fight. I'm gonna order the fight. And none of them niggas gonna order the fight. And a lot of niggas that support Errol Spence and go to the stadium and watch them, nigga, they don't spend no real money on them tickets. They probably buy In-N-Out Burger and get some fucking tickets. 1 hour. So he said this new generation of fighters trash. Whack Arnold's. Modern King Boxer salute. Bernardo salute. James, what's going on? Johnson salute. He said Modern King Boxer took me 5 years to call TGE the big channel raccoons. They've been doing them all. Been telling y'all, nigga, like he ain't no brother, bro. Like he ain't no brother. I can see if he was white, nigga. I wouldn't even really be saying shit like that. I'd just be in the cut. I can see if he was white or he was another national. I'd be like, all right. I'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, I'd be keeping it real, but I won't go hard. I wouldn't go hard unless something was blatant, like to the point you can't defend it. But that ain't the case. That ain't the this ain't the case. This nigga still they still probably about to try to hide some shit. Talking about, well, I want a rematch clause. But you can't have one. Nigga, I thought you said rematches for fighters who weren't sure. Crazy thing is Spence about to be overtrained and drained, not supposed to stay around fight weight this long. I don't know what he weigh. Mumble mouth dares, tell Terence Crawford. I mean, it was he got turning up at Terence Crawford, But hold on, you just was talking shit about how power ain't real. We told Terence Crawford to give me Errol Spence ain't gonna do. So put me, get out of there. Get out of there. I hope this nigga beat this nigga within an inch of his life, bro. I don't want the nigga to die, but I want that nigga to start to see that light. I want that nigga start to see that. I want him to beat the dog walking shit out of him. I want to beat that nigga like a Klansman at an African World Festival parade or festival. I want him to beat the Jamaican out of his ass. How about the little bit of Jamaican that's in his ass? I want that nigga to beat the ginger beer out of his ass, the beef patty out of his ass. I want that nigga to beat the big fish out of that nigga. Crawford 34. He about to be 35 next month, to be exact. Yeah, MTK and Kenny Can is the latest excuse. It's always excuses. What about all the lawsuits Al Heyman got? I wouldn't deal with nobody who ain't operating in good faith. Al Heyman got a lot of lawsuits. Google and pick one. Come on. This nigga, he moved like he got a bag on his head. Always excuse me. His Errol Spence fans went from saying, well, we really don't want to see the fight. I really don't want to see the fight. None of them niggas want to see the fight. Or Dennis Ugas made them niggas brave. He gave them some of that courage or some of that Mad Dog 2020. Some of that Mad Dog 2020. First, Bob Barron was the number one. Bob won't give it to me. And Bob on the wrong side. So we got to leave Bob Barron and do this. And Terence Crawford and lost Bob Barron. It's taking these niggas 9, 10, 12 months to make a fight. Al Heyman probably gonna come up with some crazy excuse, nigga. You gotta get blood and urine a day of the fight for the next 180 days. Then we can make the fight. Living a healthy life. You are starting your prime at your 30s. Probably no excuses. No, you don't. You don't know when you start your prime. That nigga 35 be 35 years old. So you never know. Errol Spence ain't 30. He ain't an average 32 years old. He done been in a car accident. He done been weight drained. So it all depends. Mayweather said he felt like he's slowing down at 30. That's because his hands. So your prime is all different. But I tell you this, they ain't fighting at their pinnacle at all. But then again, you can say Tank and Ryan ain't fighting at their pinnacle neither. They fighting a little bit early. I'd rather be early than too late. Flame on salute. Kofi said trash. He said, what's good, Kofi? Tyrese Bowie salute. He said, I support black people. I support Spence. Nah, yeah. He ain't gonna be champion too. Spence gonna break bones. He gonna break orbital bones. You know, he break bones. I'm just looking at this nigga like, okay. This nigga broke a nigga eye who was already, other eye was already broke, and he broke a punching bag. But then again, he couldn't break Lil Mikey. Little Mikey Garcia, you just don't know the way you move so fast. You know what I'm saying? That nigga couldn't even break Mikey Garcia, dude. So Lucy, I just hope these same channels go live after the fight because I'm gonna have my them niggas ain't. Them niggas gonna drag their feet too. They gonna come up with some type of excuse. He had something in his gloves. Look away his hand wrap. Did the commission sign his glove? They put something in Errol Spence water bottle. Man, I don't looking for no validation from them niggas, man. Even however this fight go, I'm not looking for no validation, bro. None. I don't need that validation. When Wilder lost the third time after they put all this propaganda out about the drinks, about Mark Breland, it ain't about black. It ain't about being pro-black or being black. Because if it was, you know, Wilder threw a brother up under the bus. And Mark Breland, who took him all the way to the title and beyond. He fired Mark Breland, nigga. And nigga said, oh, he gave him some juice and Wilder went out there and got his melon cracked wide the fuck open like a Corona can. Got his head cracked wide open. It was, well, you know, he just can't beat Tyson Fury. Bitch, we told y'all that shit through 2 fights ago. He thought Tyson Fury was gonna be a sweet lick. Bandolay, they definitely nervous. Of course they nervous. Well, we don't want to see the fight at first. We don't want to see the fight. Well, I passed it. Come on. I'm past it. Terence Crawford, you know, he took it over in his own hands. I thought the big fish was the big promoter. He worried about Frank Martin, nigga. He be worried about your ass. I hope they sell for 50-50 so I could talk my shit to these niggas. Oh, man, honestly, bro, I don't care what they sell for. They should be a 40-40 split. And the 10 go to the winner. Oh, it's going to happen. Bengal, Tiger, Crawford, pause, and Sharp, precise. Spence and Bud past their prime. They are, but they ain't too far past their prime. Pacquiao and Floyd was past their prime. Pacquiao lost like 3 times. Got stopped by Marquez, robbed by Bradley. That may be 2. 60-40, he can get his ass. Well, Errol Spence don't even justify. Only way you can justify 60-40 for Errol Spence because he hold 3 belts. Spence been running out his prime since Peterson. Bud prime was the Benavidez fight. I don't know about that. I don't know. But now this nigga been running behind Al. And now Al got to try to make some shit up now. Now got to be something. Now they got to come up with another excuse. And I mean, at the end of the day, I feel him. Errol Spence shouldn't even be at this weight class. Let's be real. Errol Spence shouldn't be here. He should be at 54. But he ain't going to fight Charlo neither. Nope, he ain't going to fight Charlo neither. So, where else he going to make this type of money at? Where else? I don't know. But that nigga know what time it is, bro. He didn't want to go through with this shit. And then his fans so scary. Well, they should have to fight in Dallas for what? That nigga don't even sell in Dallas. He ain't never headline in Vegas. Why shouldn't he want to headline in Vegas? The fight capital of the world. Why shouldn't he want to headline in Vegas? Then, they're probably going to call off the fight because that nigga anyway. That nigga trying to stay in shape now between fights. I find that shit funny. Keep doing this stuntman shit you keep doing. Keep doing that. Keep doing that stuntman shit. Not a nigga want to lose a healthy nutritional lifestyle. That nigga look high as hell in a couple of them pictures, bro. That nigga be looking high as hell. You think his daddy and them get this nigga some help? This nigga a functional alcoholic from what I hear. Real talk. You can get this nigga some help. Nigga about to beat the Coke 45 out this nigga ass. 704 Joe gonna go start putting the Virgil Ortiz headband on. What happened to Spence? Virgil Ortiz on. We ain't seen Jeremy since neither. Where Jeremy been at? Where Jeremy ass at? Sorry, I'm hungry as hell. Where Jeremy playing? Where Jeremy ass at? Nigga ain't tagged me on Twitter, nothing no more. These niggas getting nervous. That who guys fighting to help hype their ass up? I remember I had a next door neighbor. His mama bought this nigga a punching bag. I bought this nigga, a punching bag. He thought he was bad as hell hitting that punching bag. True story. Man, I'm showing him a couple things on the bag and shit. I didn't think much of it. I go to work and shit. Or eventually I go to work, whatever happened. I come home, niggas like, man, Avery got his ass whooped. Sean beat Avery ass. So nigga was like, nigga Marco was like, his mama bought him that punching bag, hyped his ass up. Got his ass whooped. That's this Spence shit is. What Kenny Porter say about Bub? He said, yeah, the fight is here, but he don't want the fight. He don't, what happened? If he did his friend like this, you know what I'm saying? You say you just a friend. If he did his boy like this, imagine what he gonna have for Spence ass. Gonna beat his ass so bad, Spence gonna apologize to that nigga for having that Dallas shag in the back of his head. He gonna apologize. And Crawford in Dallas right now. Errol Spence ran to Phoenix and shit. Crawford is in Dallas right now. Spence supposed to pull up, nigga. Drop his vacation to pull up. He supposed to pull up ASAP. ASAP. He supposed to pull up. Bud come to Dallas. This nigga ran the fuck out of Dallas. This nigga talking about I'm in Phoenix and shit. Fuck up out of here. What they say in Phoenix? Come on, that nigga supposed to be green blood with some hospitality. I hope he do. You know, when I'm coming to his fight for. Nigga came to the Sean Porter fight and left out that motherfucker disappointed. He did. Yes, he did. Smith got his exit plan as a promoter. Maybe. That's my optimistic side telling me Crawford's in his prime, but you're right. Boxing wise, Crawford isn't, but his damage is less noticeable. You never know. You got lemons, cars that they call lemons. Look good on the outside, and on the inside, it's a whole lemon. Bud legs still good. Bud legs look good, better than EJ's versus Porter. EJ really don't he been lost that little pep in his step, but Porter different to control. If Errol Spence can control you with his lead hand, bro, he just gonna have to thug it out, and that's what people think he gonna do. Just come out there and beat up Bud. That's what people think he gonna do. He don't have to. If he outbox him, I'd be a little bit surprised. But when you've been watching boxing as long as I am, don't shit really surprise you. It don't. That's when they fight once and twice a year, bro. You know? But we also could look at it as Crawford and give him some rest. You know, but then when Bud beat him, they gonna say he's still not the people's champ like Earl is. You know how it go. I don't know what make Earl the people's champ. What does he do for people to get behind him so much? That's all I want to know. Then when all the people that's supposed to be behind him, they don't have to spend no money on this fight. Spence started at 54, move down, tell us all you need to know. Well, a lot of fighters do shit like that. Crawford move up and down too in his career. But support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, a lot of fighters do that. Crawford had Porter on the merry-go-round, then pow, bang, boom. Yeah, you know. I heard he took it easy on Porter too, believe it or not. I heard he didn't want to do that shit this time, Porter. Them body shots are making my shit hurt. And for all the people that be dogging out Crawford, bro, all the aerosexuals and the PBC nut huggers, if you really think about it, bro, Crawford ain't really never said nothing bad about Errol Spence. He ain't. Think about it. What has he said bad about Errol Spence? He said, well, I'm an Errol Spence fan, even when he was in the Olympics and shit. What has he said bad about Errol Spence? All the shit Spence took him through, he really could have been dogged Spence out like that, and it would have been justified. He ain't never dogged out Errol Spence, bro. Like he should have. He ain't never hung Errol Spence out to dry. Now, Bomac might have said some shit. And y'all remember, too, the drunk accusations came from Mayweather Gym. It came from Nate Jones. He was the first person to say that Errol Spence wasn't going to beat Terence Crawford unless he stopped drinking. Nate was the first person to say that. And everybody like, what are you talking about? Remember that? He was the first. He was the first person on that wave. They're saying the amateurs used to be smoking and drinking and shit in the amateurs. He was known for that. Come on. You know, but it ain't nothing new. It's been out there in the boxing circle since the nigga was an amateur. He was the first to say it. You know, what's so funny? They got Nate Jones and Nate Campbell breaking down Spence and Crawford. Hustle Boss got it. Come on. Hustle Boss got it. Hold on. Nate always gonna ride with Errol Spence. Don't worry about it, Nate. I want to see what Nate gonna say after this ass whooping come him a lion killer. That's what I want to see. What's I talking about the answer? How does it feel?
I thought he looked good. Yeah. I mean, he got hit a little bit more than I usually see, but to me, it was an 80 performance.
Do you think he has what it takes to fight an Errol Spence?
Yes.
Explain.
I just think Errol's a bigger guy. Errol's a better puncher. I think he's a little bit more dedicated to this craft than Errol. I see Errol drinking a lot, and that's what changed my mind with pick Errol in that fight. Only because of that, I picked Terence Crawford because of the drinking. If it wasn't for that, I would pick Errol Spence. Until he stopped that and get dedicated like he should, then I will be behind him 100%. But when he does things like that, the stuff he don't supposed to do, you can't be a fighter with superb skills and got everything in the entourage. He can box, he can bang, he can punch, he's southpaw, he's right-handed. That would be a hard fight for him to beat when you're putting that stuff in his system.
But is it because he's been successful so far?
All right, you already said this one drink, he'll pick him. This is back in 2018, though. He was the first person to say it. And regardless of drinking or not drinking, he getting his ass whooped regardless. Sober, drunk, high, whatever it may be, he getting his ass whooped regardless. It don't matter. You know, people hyped him up because he sparred good with Floyd. Well, let's go hype up Paul Salvador, too, and Lamont Peterson, who did way more. Paul Salvador put Floyd Mayweather in a fucking blender. You can literally see that shit on YouTube. Just put Floyd Mayweather, Paul Salvador in. Come on. But if you always notice for Errol Spence, there's always some type of caveat. You know? So whatever you are going to do is going to be excuses. It's going to be the drinking. If he was 100% focused, 100% dedicated. Oh, if he didn't have a car accident. If he didn't pick up the drink. If he didn't do this. Man, if you Terence Crawford, bro, you just doing this shit for the money. You just doing it for yourself. But them same people going to want you to turn around and want you to give Mayweather his respect or give their favorite Tank his respect when they ain't earned it. I feel bad for Terence Crawford, kind of, bro. I really do. You can understand if this was a Mexican, you know, any Latino, any other nationality out here. You can understand that shit. Your own people don't even want to give you your credit. You ain't getting no credit. You can kill that nigga in the ring. You won't get no credit. You can one punch knock out this nigga, won't get no credit. You cannot get hit with one shot. And I'm just trying to figure out, all these people love and support Errol Spence. Why y'all don't spend y'all fucking money with him? Why y'all don't come shop with him? Remember that album by Jeezy, that mixtape, Come Shop With Me. Why y'all don't shop with the nigga then? That's what I'm trying to figure. That's what I fail to understand. They got so much love for Errol Spence on the internet, bro. A ton of love for him. For Errol Spence on the internet. It's all love, but none of these niggas spend no money on the nigga. His number is doo-doo. Don't nobody come shot with Errol Spence when this come to fight. The same amount of people that buy Spence fight is the same amount of people who buy Terence Crawford fight. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why ain't nobody breaking no bread with this nigga? If y'all love him so much, y'all putting him on a pedestal so much, and then when Crawford going to the Hall of Fame, and it's time for Crawford to retire or head into the sunset, and they do a documentary, y'all gonna be starting dick sucking Crawford. How great a fighter, how good a fighter, or if Errol Spence beat him, it's gonna put Crawford on a pedestal, and that's why EJ the A side, and man, it's just bullshit. That's exactly what it is. You think we got another Bud and Spence meet up this weekend? Nope. Errol Spence don't want no confrontation with Bud. The truth might come out. You know, I like boys too. The real truth might come out. That nigga might come out after the Spence Crawford fight or confrontation. Nigga might try to kiss that nigga Crawford, lose his goddamn life. Nigga show up drunk, he gonna start telling everything on himself. Mike wasn't the same after the fight. Coke 45. That nigga, man. Nigga might get up and ride the white horse, get up and ride the white horse ass nigga, man. They gonna say EJ drained and stay at 40. That was all. That was their first built-in excuse. That was the original. That was the OG. Oh, he stayed too long, man. Niggas is just cornballs. But like I said before, it made me feel better. They don't spend no money on Errol Spence neither, nigga. These niggas don't buy no fights neither. Niggas from Detroit, Milwaukee, New York, they love this nigga. And I'm just trying to figure out why. I just never figured out why. I've seen a ton of black fighters that's better than Errol Spence, more entertaining than Errol Spence, punch harder than Errol Spence, who ain't never got nowhere near the pageantry Errol Spence getting right now. Even, you know, before after the social media era, Paul Williams was way better than Errol Spence. Way more exciting than throw way more punch, all that shit. He ain't never get the credibility. Come on. You know, you can keep going, go on and on. Corey Spinks was a Zab Judah was a great fight. Zab got a lot of love though. I can't lie. A lot of niggas fuck with Zab. I can't lie. You know, it's a lot of motherfuckers who can fight real good who ain't getting no credit like this dude getting. Chad Dawson was real good. He wasn't too entertaining. He wasn't born, but he didn't really have that engagement. But he was a hell of a fighter. Niggas ain't love B-Hop like Errol Spence neither. Earl, he said Spence been on vacation since Bud was at the UFC fight. So he been in Dallas for a minute. I assumed that UFC fight was in Dallas. Come on, man. That nigga say, Bud coming. Oh, get him a Greyhound ticket. This nigga magically went on fucking vacation. I told you this nigga don't want no confrontation. When Lil Red Riding Hood was speaking to Bud and Bob and them, and he put his hood on, nigga, that's all you need to know. And put his head down. Body language don't lie. Lips lie. But body language don't lie. We know one thing: Errol Spence going to let his hands go. Man, you might be fucking surprised. That might not even fucking happen. You might be surprised. Everybody said that shit. I'm gonna let my hands go versus Floyd Mayweather. Niggas' hands just magically stopped working. Only niggas' hands that was moving for real, especially when he was Money Mayweather, was Madonna and Victor Ortiz and De La Hoya. You might be surprised. You might be surprised. That nigga, them hands might stop working, like they defective. Crawford might take all that shit away. He basic as hell. He make too many mistakes. For niggas say, oh, he's so fundamental. That nigga be squaring up, bro. He be squaring up. Like, he be squaring up, bro. That's why Ugas hurt his ass. This dumbass don't know how to stay at an angle. This is only good as you let him be. Bud is not going to sit around and let him be good. Yeah, he's not going to sit there and let him beat on him. Barber, salute. He said, what you eating, bro, make me hungry. Oh, some of these pita chips, some bitches good as hell. They call it pita crunch. Hear how good they taste. Parmesan herbs, pita chips. I don't eat hot shit, bro. They got the hot versions, too. The naked version. That's another version. I don't eat that. I see somebody today at work drinking hot Mountain Dew. I said, these niggas, man, hell no. That nigga was guzzling them, bitch. That nigga had a few of them hoes in the refrigerator. I'm like, I just been doing the water and shit. And I did a little Crystal Light, man. That shit be tasting good as hell when you ain't got no real motherfucking juice or pop. But hey, cutting back on the sugary drinks. Greg, what's going on? Oh, you gonna be ready, all right, Greg? You gonna be in that bitch complaining. You gonna be in that bitch crying. Your boy about to get taxed. Yeah, salute, Barbara. He said Bud did take it easy on pouring until Bomac said step it up. I thought it was just more about being disciplined though, but yeah, I don't know. That's what they were saying. Man, still, that nigga beat the shit out of Poor. That nigga Errol Spence got up and ran out that bitch. Get up and get down. 911 is a joke in your town. That nigga got up there. Left, right, left. Bud been dating in Spence City for 2 weeks and Spence nowhere to be found. No motherfucker say, have you seen her? But better be on point. Man, Errol Spence better be on point too. Basic ass. Earl only famous. He ain't even famous in Texas. Texas got like 100 billion people in Texas. He can't get 10% of Texas to buy his fucking fight. If he was famous, he could never go to LA Fitness, bro, like he was in the documentary. He could never go to LA Fitness, nigga. If you famous, nigga, you can't go to no fucking LA Fitness, nigga. Imagine LeBron popping up at LA Fitness in Dallas, nigga. That bitch would be shut down. That nigga ain't famous, bro. He said, I believe Bud is going to outbox Spence in the first 7 rounds, then he going to start in pump. Man, he might. I can't tell you what he going to do, but he said he played that fight out many times in his head. Leon Muhammad said, no, Nate Jones was the first to say it, though. I believe Nate Jones was the first to say it. Bud definitely wasn't trying to hurt Sean. I don't know if he was or wasn't. No body shot said different, but I'm just saying. He said they was cool and shit. Sean Porter tried to be cool at the press conference shit. what was the name of that damn wrestling group with Scotty Too Hotty? What was they called? Too Sexy? Yeah, that was King Lawler's son. He had passed away and some shit. Didn't he sue like the jail or something? That was sad, bro. When they used to come on, that song used to be lit. Wrestling used to be shit back then. Even the glue wrestlers was really good, bro. Mason crying, man. This nigga's a crybaby, bro. Bud definitely was okay. He said, I heard Spencer Crawford fight would be November LA after word and boxing side of streets. It probably is gonna be in LA. I ain't going out to LA. You niggas crazy. I might go to LA. Why not? Might drive to Vegas. Might drive back to Vegas. I might still stay in Vegas. LA be having too much shit going on for me, bro. I still remember when Texas channels just start hating on Bud. I thought there were normal talks at first, but then it's just when hate calling him told me his file. PBC is not truly black on. Not at all. It's white. Dave McKenzie say he's dedicated now. Signed the contract. He's dedicated now. Man, are you talking about Errol Spence being dedicated? That don't got shit to do with shit. You can't just pop up and be dedicated. All the damage is done. Even when you see recovering, appreciate the super chat. Even though you see recovering dope fiends and shit, the damage is already done. You can live a clean lifestyle. But it is the sooner you do it, the better it is. A young body can withstand a lot of shit that an old body can't withstand. He said, you wrong, the numbers don't lie. Google, them niggas is fake numbers, my nigga. Like, you going about numbers that don't even, like, they fake. Appreciate you, super, they fake. I'm trying to tell you that. His numbers, they lie about the numbers. They say Tank did 275, bro. Tank didn't crack 100,000. I'm telling you. The numbers are fake, bro. De La Hoya, when he said he had the real numbers, he wasn't lying, bro. Errol Spence, they pulled both their numbers. Errol Spence's numbers is pretty much the same. They're a little bit better than Terence Crawford, bro. He ain't no fucking star neither. And that's what Terence Crawford finding out in negotiations. They numbers are lies. It's not 275, 350. It's more like 150, 100. Come on. Look at his gate that he did in his own hometown. He did 4 point. We did 5 million. Tank did 4.5 in Barclays Center. It holds roughly. What it holds? What? 70,000 more, 75,000 more people, and you only did 500,000 more than Tank Davis. Tank Davis fought Rolly, my nigga. Come on, he ain't even outselling Tank. Said Paul was fast forward who's a dog. Spence was like a high school kid. They like Spence because he popular. My thing is, what's like, I don't really get what make the nigga popular. That's what I don't understand. Like, nigga got, I don't really get it, bro. I don't get it. Because if popularity matters, why they ain't buying this shit then? Why you have $40, $30 tickets, bro? That's my problem. He don't do nothing special. No, nigga, if that's the point, why ain't Tim Duncan put on no pedestal? Why everybody trying to knock Tim Duncan outside the top 5 and top 10 then? If fundamentals matter so much, why? He just as corny as fucking Keith Thurman, to be real. Come on. Maybe not that corny. I admit Wilder Reign was fun and have to step up to be a Hall of Famer, just in my opinion. Ugas body shot had that man wincing. That nigga caught that nigga on the jaw 2 times. In that round where he dropped that, whether he really dropped that nigga, he hurt him right before the exchange. That's why the mouthpiece came out. You gotta watch that shit. We need answers. Fighting the best are the answers to winning. Errol Spence ain't never fought nobody at their best for real. Who he fought at their best for real? Come on, who he fought at best? Danny Garcia, trash. He barely beat fucking Sean Porter after he said he gonna knock Sean Porter out. He barely beat Sean Porter. He barely did. Ugas made Spence pop lock and drop it on the right. Nigga dropped his mouthpiece and looked to pick that bitch up. That nigga said, I made a mistake. No, nigga, you was out. Ugas just was told not to swing. Too cool was in there. Yeah, them niggas fired. Then Rikishi threw them out to like the Royal Rumble and shit. Shit was funny. I stopped being defensive once I seen Bun run down on him, his body language. Man, what about when he ran out the fucking ring, nigga? Can't keep running away. My pappy never taught me how to knock a nigga out. What about that nigga ran out the Sean Porter fight? People ignored that, bro. That nigga literally ran out the fight, dog. No lie, bro. I'm not exact. That nigga literally ran. Ellie sat back, hit the race to catch him. Earl, where you going, Earl? Car service is that way. That nigga showed up to the fight to run. That nigga literally ran and nobody batted an eye, dude. Sounds to something. Nobody batted an eye, bro. Niggas act like it did not. That nigga literally ran out the arena, bro. Then Derek J, we doing about the winner? Cause he was boosting something in the game. Come on, what's his stoppage, man? Like, come on, man. I told him to leave. I picked him up 2-way. And get out of here. We told him get out of there. Like, what the fuck? Come on, man. That nigga say, leave that nigga roll, man. Do like Nope, run. Do like the movie Nope and run. That nigga literally ran out the arena and niggas tried to act like it didn't happen, bro. If you still an Errol Spence believer after that, bro, that nigga ran out the arena, bro. That nigga ran and was running the wrong way until Ellie sat back, ran up and said, well, car service is that way. That nigga ran with his little boyfriend that was with his ass and shit. Nigga still wearing a jean fucking jacket in goddamn Texas or Las Vegas. Shit hot as hell. That nigga got a jean jacket on. Then they hugged up in the club. All none but bitches around. They hugged up on the windowsill and shit. Man, you can't make this up. You can't make this shit up, man. I think people like him because you like boys, man. That's what it look like. He hang around a lot of boys. I can see if the nigga was on some player shit, had some bitches throwing some rose petals wherever he walk and shit, nigga. He on some silk boxers, Big Daddy Kane type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Chicks just all on him like L Cool J. So I'm like, all right, man, he got the hoes, nigga. I get it. You know what I'm saying? You able to get it and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga just got the swag and the chicks just you know what I'm saying? Ain't no half stepping. You on some player shit. That nigga ain't even on no player shit, bro. That nigga ain't even on no real player spitting game. He ain't even on no real sugar-free chopping game, love Bay Area shit. That nigga don't be saying nothing, bro. Nigga ain't got no wordplay. Nigga ain't got no bars. Come on, man. I can see if that nigga was on some real player. I'm like, yeah, I see why. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, I see why niggas fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Why people like him. That nigga don't be doing shit. That's player, bro. You spit hardcore facts, my friend. Earl Thomas, salute. I truly enjoyed the Porter versus Spitz. Oh, yeah, that was hell of a fight. I went to the movies and seen that shit. Yep, paid my $25. I wish I went back and paid $80 for that, nigga. I ain't even gonna lie. That whole car was fire. Nigga, that's their best pay-per-view event by themselves. Not naming Mayweather event. That the best event they had for Mayweather, believe it or not, overall event was Mayweather and Berto. That whole undercard was on fire, nigga. I went to movies seeing that too. I ain't got the movies like 2, 3 in the morning for that shit. Everybody was gone and shit. But I ain't gonna lie, that damn Errol Spence's Porter card, man. If Spencer Crawford anything like that, dog, I might send them niggas Al Heyman to the fucking nation. You know, Too Cool Sky Too High and Brian Christopher. Yeah, rest in peace to I think it's Brian Christopher who passed Jerry King Long. But I ain't gonna lie, that Spence and Porter shit, that shit was crap. Pacquiao and Thurman too. I went to movies and seen that shit too. You feel much better spending $20 than spending $80. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Man, $20, nigga. I go to all they pay-per-view events at the movie theater. I started to go to the UFC one with Adesanya, but man, we went to go see the new Minion movie and shit, Rise of Groot and shit. I ain't gonna feel like going back the next day. I was tired. Ellie Sedback was chasing Earl like, we'll see that nigga start. Earl, I know that nigga was, damn, here this nigga come, man. Mark, if you had Fight Hub tweeting Fox yeah, I did a video on that already. Up. Did it yesterday. Today, I think I put it up. I did yesterday. I posted it today. Derrick James, Earl, and Charlo all getting hit with overhand rights. Go watch their fights. Yeah, but them niggas can take them shits too, though. Can you take them? That's the difference. That boy getting hurt by Ugas. Yeah, that nigga, man, Ugas was teeing off on that hoe, man. But, maybe Crawford don't get the same look that Ugas did. Maybe he don't take it. It was good. He left early. Omaha was deep as fucking there. Would have been on his neck. That nigga ran out that bitch. That nigga say, man, I hit the race. That nigga hit the race. He said like Spence, but if his jab is not effective, it's over. G-Man. Yeah, Lee Hand. Same thing with the Ugas fight, man. Ugas just sat there too long, bro. You can jab with him or counter the jab. Once you take his jab away, man, he gonna have to bite down, bro. If his jab works versus Terence Crawford, he gonna win the fight as long as his jab is working, bro. I'm telling you. Smash the like button. Hope. He said Spence held Porter head down to get the hook and to get the knockdown. I mean, I remember Donaire did that to Rickendall. He held that nigga head to hit his ass. It is what it is. He couldn't control Porter. He couldn't control Porter at no distance, bro. Porter was spinning that nigga on the rope. Thought that nigga was the seventh member of the Temptations and shit. Spence was a rolling stone. Wherever Bud put his foot up, his ass was his home. And when he lost, all Derrick James left him was alone. Knockdown, he should have lost to Porter. Yeah, close. They weren't gonna give it to Porter and shit, man. Look at these suits this nigga wearing. I think he Puff Daddy. Show you who the real Puff Daddy is. Kyle Lawson versus Ugas, who you got? I don't know. Ugas had a split decision with Abel Ramos, nigga. Like Kobe salute. Spence left because he was scared the Bud was gonna make him come to the ring. Nigga like, no, mine. That nigga ran out that bit, made that little goofy ass camel's hump face and shit. Give me some humps. That nigga laid that dumb ass face. That nigga like a pack of humps. That nigga made some face. I'm looking like that nigga ran, dude. Texas boy tried to go at Bud. Man, that nigga looked at that nigga and ran. And then not an Errol Spence fan act like that shit ain't happened. Not an Errol Spence fan act like that shit didn't happen. Niggas act like it just didn't happen. That nigga ran, bro. That if anybody's still an Errol Spence fan after that, bro, a fanboy, man, you ain't gonna convert them. Terence Crawford could take that nigga behind the shed and beat the dog walking crap out of this nigga and put a dog leash around that nigga and walk that nigga around the damn there, but nigga ain't gonna see the truth. Nigga ain't gonna see the truth. Man, that nigga ran out the arena, bro, after a knockout. He ain't run after the 6th round after it was boring and shit and goes to the hall. Well, shit boring. Nigga ran, bro. He ran after a knockout. I got any questions I'll answer real quick. I'm about to finish watching Stranger Things. He ran after a knockout, bro. He ran out the arena, bro. He ran out the arena, dog. Nigga got out of there and niggas act like ain't shit happened. He got whacked by Ugas, then on dropped by Ugas really on the rope. And niggas act like ain't shit happened. Nigga mama was out there. Oh, my baby. Derrick James was looking sick. Oh shit, I ain't telling him. Nigga ran out that, but Derrick James, you told me get out of here. You told me get out of here, man. He ain't like the stoppage. He ain't stop, man. Look at Derrick James talk like that nigga got a sweet potato in his teeth, nigga in his mouth. Man, Spence and Porter should have been a draw. They should have ran it back. Man, Spence won't fight that nigga again. Everybody feel like getting headbutted and shit. He didn't want no camera to him catching him bounce when Bud started. That nigga got out of there. That nigga hit the Marion Jones. Poof! That nigga was gone. Ellie Sackback seen that nigga say, "Don't worry. Repairman, man. Remember that nigga? That nigga chased that nigga down. Earl! Where you going? That nigga's like, damn, man, how did nigga catch us, man? He said, and he was like, come and talk to me. I really want. So you're already going the wrong way, man. The car service is that way. That nigga was looking for the closest exit sign, nigga, man. I never seen a Spence in the fight on the back foot counterpunch. I think Bud will live off the 1-2 from the southpaw stand like he did versus Philly. I don't know. I don't think Errol Spence is going to use that same game play. He's a little bit bigger, but you never know. Don't talk to him. Talk to me. Niggas say, we get your men, man. And they trying to deflect the fucking stuff. That nigga garbage, nigga. He had his hood off when he was talking to his mans. Then Bud got to talking. He put his hood back on, man. Fuck you think he is? Ellie is a fuck. Ellie was like, that nigga, Errol. That shit was funny. Spence got a little quick before Bud. Man, quick. That nigga made that dumbass face and ran, nigga. And nigga still talking. Bud ain't scared. Errol ain't scared, man. Errol the biggest. He the best. He the greatest, man. Errol ain't scared. Man. Come on. Spence gonna turn into a boxer when he fight Bud. That nigga gonna turn into a track star. Nigga gonna sound like G. I'm a T-R-A-P-S-T-R. Big shoes on the car. She likes it. I want he gonna let his kids be there and shit. I don't want them to see my. What do you say with the nigga's elbow, Doc? Tell Jasmine that her dad is nobody's bitch. Oh man. He said, Jab, your daddy said he wants to know you ain't nobody's bitch. That nigga, I'm a T-R-A-P-S-T-R. Big shoes on the car. She likes it. Hey. Come on, man. Derrick James, how he about to spit his demi. You ain't your Bill Mac. Yo, he ain't got no skills, man. He ain't no real skills, man. You know, power. Get Spence breaking overboard. Nigga sound like Mike Tyson on crack, nigga. Nigga Nigga look like cream of wheat with all this fucking chef hat on and shit. Yo, multi-meal mouth ass. I told Terence Crawford he ain't go to skills. Errol Spence, you know, he had Killmonger in boxing. You know, he was there, he get numbers up. He get numbers up. 1, 2, 5, 8, 9, 12. Get numbers up. You know, his numbers gotta be a little higher. Yo, he get numbers up, man. And, you know, Toy Harrison. And you want the mill tall, get numbers up. The Tuesday, get numbers up. We look at this nigga like, bro, who authorized this nigga to talk? This nigga be talking in Morse code and shit. And then what that nigga Eric Spears say? He said he need to get the Shaq talk. You need to get the bouncy ball to jump on the words when he talk. But man, y'all ain't got no other questions, man. I ain't gonna be on long. I'm about to go watch Stranger Things, man. On my last season, episode 6, middle of it. Man, that shit be the episodes be long as hell too. I like that shit too. They like mini movies. Like they be like 2 hours, hour 30 and shit. So I mean that's the best shit on Netflix, bro. Real talk. Shout out to Stranger Things. Great show on Netflix. When BMF coming back? Shit. That's a good question. But yeah, appreciate y'all. Check the box going on playlist for more videos like this. Financial and support the channel. Cash App, $, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Radio Public. Listen to it in the morning. Hit the link tree. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.